Hey, how's it going, everyone? So I've referenced in a couple videos that I like to replace transmissions that come out of a 30-inch Exmark with a 30-inch Toro transmission. Part numbers were the same, and generally they're a lot cheaper. Cheaper isn't always best, however, and we're going to fix that. I've had a comment or two, actually a few, saying that it was a bad idea to do what I did because these are actually built a lot cheaper. That's why they are cheaper. So we're going to put that argument to the test. We're going to open this one. This actually came out of a 30-inch Toro. So this should be the exact same one that we order when we do so. We're going to take off these screws and we're going to take a look inside. Now, we did an autopsy on a 30-inch transmission from a actual Exmark. And in there was one main steel gear and maybe like one or two small subsequent gears and a very large plastic gear and I believe a plastic fan or something that kind of gets like the oil moving around there. So we're going to see, is this more plastic? Is this less plastic? Is it the same thing? And Exmark just, decides to charge a little bit more for it? Who knows? If I had to guess, I would say it's probably the same. Explain why. Now I get the argument that, Briggs & Stratton does the same thing. Craftsman buys a motor, but Toro buys a motor. They'll buy a better version of that motor. Steel cam, stuff like that. But I don't think that's the case with this because I see these fail pretty equally. Granted, the Toro version of this I don't see nearly as much because I feel like they're more a homeowner version. Yeah, they are. It's really no feeling about that. So this might get dangerous. What I can say is it definitely has a lot more silicone on this one. Now this transmission did work per se. The shaft for the pulley was bent, so the pulley was shaking and what's caused the belt to come off all the time. But let us take a look, shall we? So in the one I had before, this is the one that was broken. Anyway, so this is the part that failed on the previous one, and then this is the hefty metal gear I was speaking of. I believe the corresponding one is on below the oil line that connects to the pulley, which is the problem with this one. But that one, let me drain this and see if that's also steel. Pro tip, if you ever do oil changes, the time that's after Thanksgiving where there's a whole bunch of these little aluminum trays that are on sale, stock up. They're kind of nice. It's not like you have to throw them away after every use either. Well, seemed awfully black. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be hard to see in there, but it's also steel. So steel pinion gear, this gear steel, looks like plastic, the bearing is metal, which is, to be expected. This is the other plastic piece I was talking about. So from the looks of it, everything looks to be exactly the same as the one that came out of the Toro. And so just to put this in, if you're unaware, I think this is a time cutter or time master or something with time, but it was the more heavy duty version. So maybe the lesser quality one or the more homeowner-ish one has a different transmission. I don't think so, because the part numbers, again, are the same. So, but this one came out of the Toro, and I put the exact same one back in, so this should be exactly what I've been buying. And from what I'm seeing, it's exactly the same as the Exmark. If you want to see the breakdown of the other one, you know, definitely watch that video. I'll put a link below. But from what I'm seeing, everything is exactly the same. So if you are in the market and you are seeing a difference between an Exmark and a Toro transmission, know that, at least from what we've seen here today, unless they made drastic changes recently, they look to be exactly the same. I mean, everything looks exactly the same. It's really a shame this doesn't work. I mean, you probably could find the pieces for it, but at that point in time, you would have to disassemble it, take this off, disassemble this, put everything back, get the parts, and by that point in time, you're going to be spending quite a bit of labor. And I think the other one is only 160 bucks. While yes, that is expensive, it's a lot cheaper and a little bit more of a assurance that you're going to be getting a better transmission, because some of these other parts might be worn, especially these plastic pieces. They're a little sketchy, to say the least. But yeah, in addition to that, this one, the shaft is wearing pretty badly. So just for that reason alone, I recommend to replace it. And I didn't even bother to look for parts, to be honest, because after I see that, which I've never not seen, it's going down the wrong road. Just put it that way. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with that. If you like what you see, keep watching, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at SmallEngine101. If this helped you out, definitely leave a thumbs up. If you were on the fence, if you were going to be purchasing a more expensive Exmark or a Toro version and this made your decision, I welcome you to subscribe. We do stuff like this every day on this channel. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good night.